from Thoreau Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the BYU Cougars and the Missouri Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing Simmons. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Ready, match.
Simmons on the play fake. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Kill it. Go.
Simmons. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And just like they threw it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Tigers are marching down the field.
Here we go. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Set hot.
From the gun, give to Hardy. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Making side adjustments here.
Kill. 886 bouncer. 886 bouncer. Bender. Hawkeye.
Rides to the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
Here's Simmons to throw. Oh, they're after him. Trying to get rid of it. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Missouri! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll go to the counter. Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
Might as well give it to him again. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Martin. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, BYU!
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing Simmons. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Rushes on him. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work.
Win. Here we go. Ready.
They'll give it to Hardy. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
49, rock, stop. Down. Ready, magic.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Simmons from the gun on third down. Bring in the heat. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with the running back. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Could be just steamrolling the defense. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's...
There he goes, fighting off the defender.
And he can make things happen, too. It's so important now. You see this all the time in college football. Running back by committee. This team has a lot of talent. They are a loaded backfield, and it's good to see this backup now getting some run in this game.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. He locked up and held on to bring him down. BYU lines up quickly. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the middle. Right on the money. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Bachmeyer. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quick completion to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Martin. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces 3rd and long. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. BYU trying to convert on 4th down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. It's late in the half. Here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He might want another play. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show.
Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. They'll pounce on the loose ball in the end zone, stop the drive, and it'll be a touchback. Trying to set the tone with the run. Makes it past the marker. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The receivers just haven't been able to separate and get open tonight. It's been that way all game long so far. It's been tough on this QB. Another one gets swatted away for an incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Casper. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
BYU with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Pulled down for the tackle.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a heat. He's on the move. Got a 1st down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. Into the house. Touchdown, BYU! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. The sweet feet buy a little time. He turns it loose to the left. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. Simmons under fire, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Quickly complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Cougars will hustle to the line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football.
He's got it inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. BYU has this offense clicking. Looking downfield on first down. Makes a grab.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They've hit them with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cougars. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's a give to Hardy. Turning it on. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. From the 22 on first and 10. Here's Simmons to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. They go play action with Simmons. Pocket breaking down. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. The receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends, they got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running inside, it's Hardy. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll run it with Hardy. Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. QB draw. There's some room. A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the fourth quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Takes the easy one to the back. Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Cougars! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
BYU 31, Missouri 14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Throwing Simmons. Pulls it in. It's Lee.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Extending the play. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. so frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Tight end finds a soft spot. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars! And the pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Simmons. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. It's caught. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Here's Simmons to throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Here comes the Heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Fourth down, Simmons. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. So thanks to the defense, they take over. Big lead in hand and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off play action on first down. Under fire. He tries to take the top off. Makes a deep grab. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
To throw, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch outside. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
What a phenomenal individual effort to getting the catch, getting the foot down in bounds. He's now setting up his offense here for a potential touchdown on this very next play.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Offense changing the play. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Hardy. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense says, thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. They'll give it to Hardy. Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Throwing Simmons. Got a man. It's Lee.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Simmons to throw for it on fourth. Looking to the big tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, BYU.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Off play action. Pressure coming. And down he goes. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.